So my name's McMeekin. I'm the head of channel over at Gremlin. So Gremlin's an enterprise reliability solution that helps organizations that are moving to the cloud ensure that their systems, i.e. their infrastructure and different containers, as well as on-premise systems, are reliable. So what we do is we give groups the opportunity to actually go in and do fault injection and reliability testing by adding things like CPU, adding network latency, to really understand how their microservices and other elements of their infrastructure work and how resilient those are so that their applications that they're giving to their consumers or even for their own businesses are reliable and remain up as customers, of course, demand. Yeah, so Gremlin, we've done our Series B. The last public revenue reveal that we did was in February of this year, 2020, where we surpassed 10 million in ARR. And the marketplace has been, magnificent for us. It's been a great way for our field team to tap into existing budget within some of the large enterprises that we work with, and has been a super impressive kind of procurement vessel for a lot of our field team members that are working with some of these global companies. When we came to market in 2016, chaos engineering was our bread and butter, and it still is, and we've kind of moved into this whole reliability management space. The marketplace and really the overall relationship with AWS has allowed us to kind of expand that message and amplify it off the backs of Amazon, which has been tremendous, and they've even themselves have started coming out with well-architectured frameworks around resiliency and reliability, which is something that us having a presence on the marketplace and being tagged and categorized under that type of offering has been of huge value to us. The relationship with Amazon can be super complex. There's a lot of different facets to it. I think as a smaller company and kind of leading up the channel, we don't have a plethora of channel resources available. So Tackle's been super helpful for us as far as getting our presence on the marketplace known, which has opened up other avenues of the AWS relationship that we can take advantage of, from co-selling to go-to-market activities like immersion days, being at events like reInvent. So it's an important piece of that AWS relationship because obviously they love it. And it allows us to work with their field teams, and by having Tackle kind of handle that listing for us and get us there without wasting engineering resources to do it ourselves has been very valuable. They're well educated, the Gremlin field team, as far as what the AWS team can provide. It's a great way to back channel with those resources to kind of understand key initiatives at these customer accounts, the cloud strategies, and then how Gremlin can intertwine with those to make sure that they're successful. So being able to get our field teams chatting with the AWS account managers and reps and solutions architects has been super impactful. So I think we're still earlier on. I think right now we kind of use it more so as a way as a procurement vessel is the way I would put it. I think we're exploring new strategies of how we could use it more as a lead gen source. And we're actually seeing that some of those elements come to fruition, and we're starting to get a lot more marketplace trial sign-up. So it's just another lead source for us outside of general marketing activities or hand raisers that are coming inbound. So by having a presence on the marketplace and getting notifications and alerts and integrating those into our CRM, it allows us to kind of keep the whole sales process running from multiple angles. Getting listed, was a big part of establishing kind of a free trial presence by having the Tackle team, handle again a lot of that engineering work on our behalf. In my opinion, has allowed our product team to focus on our platform, which is the most important thing for our customers and obviously newer customers that we want to bring into the fold. I think it's just a matter of educating a lot of the market on the benefit of marketplace, not just from a budgetary sense, but simply being able to go in and find various vendors within the DevOps Continuum, Gremlin, and of course thousands of others that they can easily sign up for trials for and get in contact with our team so we can support them. Strategy-wise, we're going to double down, on our efforts and try and push our customers or educate our customers of our presence on the marketplace and some of the benefits that it brings to them. And then in tandem with that, continue to ideally register more and more co-sell opportunities so we can continue that back channeling with the AWS field teams. It's been very impactful. I think Tackle's come up with some great features that we've actually betaed around being able to actually integrate our CRM to directly register deals within ACE, which is music to my ears, is something that's obviously necessary, but not necessarily something that I would love to spend a ton of time doing. So as a smaller team, just having that type of support, not just for initially working with the AWS teams and co-selling with them, but getting the right and appropriate opportunities into ACE, and something that Tackle's been helpful to support us on. As the head of channel, it's more so, ensuring that we're working with other partners and working with AWS as well as GSIs and VARs. So I think, as far as Tackle, not only just getting us listed, but also being able to get other facets of our business involved, such as our RevOps team, by being able to help streamline some of the ACE integrations that I was just referring to, our finance team by being able to consolidate reports of private offers or signups that we've gotten through the marketplace. It's really helped kind of extend just beyond deal registration and co-selling into RevOps as well as finance. Increase revenue. That's our main revenue goal. I think as far as just having that presence in the marketplace and educating our sellers on how to leverage it and when is something that we're going to continue to do. I think especially as we're looking to kind of, with our new reliability management product that we offered, it's more of a product-led growth strategy. So I think kind of shifting from the traditional, heavy enterprise sales cycle into letting the product speak for itself makes marketplace more and more important. And I think for groups that have, kind of a self-service type model, it's a great way to, increase velocity and increase the number of bats that you're getting. I think just having them as a first line of support for us. They can brief us not only on just marketplace specific things, but other kind of key initiatives, programs that AWS is rolling out or has rolled out in recent months, which are hard to just uncover by yourself, or at least they are for me. So I think just having Tackle support and really just their support and able to guide us and kind of steer us towards things that AWS teams are looking for allows us to also blossom the AWS relationship, which is good for all parties.